you know, everybody's different. You got to find your own rhythm. You know, like I had a mentor one time that hated on me, man, because I did. He got
What?
up at he get up in the morning at 3 every morning and start his routine, and he was really after me to do the same thing.
Oh
And
wow,
and I was like, man, there's no way, there's no
it's a
way,
lot.
I ain't
Yeah,
doing that.
I usually wake up at 4:30 to start my routine.
Look at that.
Wow, wow, warrior.
That's a go getter right there.
Yeah, no
Like,
kidding.
like, because it's like the gym. I go run, do my little workout, and
Yeah,
then I do a little devotion, and I start my
yeah,
my
yep,
real estate. If I
yeah,
don't do that, then I'm like miserable.
I know exactly. We don't stay, especially when it comes to devotion. So
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Um, what you guys work on while I was away?
well. We role played. We role played the whole, pretty much the entire week. Only a couple days I was sick with Vanessa and with each other. We went over the contract, the option lease agreement,
Yeah,
the lease agreement. And I know for me, I went over the videos, the training videos, and what else? Just try to get better, really.
okay, yeah, I understand. I completely understand that. Yeah. Okay. Did you have any questions for me to start?
Do you have questions, Rob?
I mean, I, I'm at a point where it's like I'm like overwhelmed because I'm not sure what list should I be pulling from, because I'm like pulling lists, but I don't want to. I don't want to be pulling lists that doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
You don't.
Like
You
we're
don't
doing
have to
lease
do that.
auction,
Yeah.
we're trying to lease auction, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be pulling the pre foreclosure list or just vacant list.
Yeah. Um,
Those are
well,
the old lists, Rob.
where are you pulling these lists from? PropStream or Automated REI or somewhere else?
Prop stream.
Okay. All right. I just put out a video like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, about PropStream, how to pull buyers list.
That's a buyer's list. Yeah. But I got a video that's uploading right now, actually,
Oh, cool.
on how to pull that list. Okay. But
Okay.
I'm curious as to why you're doing a list as to opposed to like scraping Zillow or Craigslist.
I was doing that as well, but it's like,
Okay.
am I doing when I scrape? Am I doing the for sale by owners, right? And then am I only doing like pre foreclosure or just the for sale by owners?
Well, I would do the Craigs. I would do the Zillow scraper for sale by owners, and then
Okay.
I would do the and I would do it by price range. So like whatever market you're in, I would do like one scrape would be 50 to 149,999, and then another scrape would be 150 to 249,999. And then the next one would be 250 to 349. Okay. You dig? And then okay, so that way I'm getting a good solid number of scrapes. I want to get 1,500 to 2,000 scrapes total
Okay.
out of all this market area. So I'm gonna try to get if I can get half that, I'm great. If I can get a quarter of that, I'm great. In this one shot. So, but I'm shooting for like a couple thousand this month at least.
Okay.
Yeah, and scraping. Now, when I get those back, of course, I'm going to text blast probably about 700 to the 2,000. Now, as far as the Zillow goes, it's for sale by owner. On the Craigslist, you can scrape Craigslist and do the for rent by owner, and you can do the for sale by owner. Both.
Okay.
And so that way you can kind of play around with the data counts and filters and stuff on some of that. That's a great way to get leads cheaply.
Okay.
Now, here's how I envision things. and how I see them in my own business, I see that as the foundation of my marketing game. Okay. Right? Because you agree that at the end of the day, we're all kind of marketers, really. Like we're all trying to get a lead, you know what I mean? And close a deal. So you're a marketer. So you have to have a marketing piece or aspect to your business. Every business does. And how do you market? Well, the foundation of my marketing is that Zillow and Craigslist scraper. That's the first thing I do. And then beyond that, I buy lists. So the lists that I buy are pretty simple. It's the failed listings. I like those.
Fail?
I like
Yeah.
the failed listings. Yeah.
I've learned how to take those out from PropStream. So that's
Yeah. You can take them from there too.
yeah, this thing.
And I also like to get the vacant property, the what I call tired landlords.
Right.
Okay. And I'm going to put out a video this week on how to get that list off PropStream. So
Nice.
probably tomorrow.
Nice.
And then I also like to get the pre-foreclosure. And I got a video going up today on that. So right now, like in 30 minutes, it'll be available on YouTube.
Right.
Where I actually, me and Burton from PropStream go in and look at it and how to pull it up and find it and do the filters and all that stuff.
Cool.
So that'll probably help you. But I hope that answers your question. Long answer.
Do you look for like the inner family as well?
What do you mean inner family?
Like death in the family, like you know how they have the inherited family.
The probate stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, inherited. Yeah. I don't personally do that. No. And I've been told by other investors that it's kind of a long game. And I don't know if that's true or not, because I've tried to work a little bit of probate and inheritance stuff. And what I find is that the kids already have a plan on what to do most of the time with that house before mom's even dead.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so by the time they actually inherit it legally, they already got the realtor picked out and they got 4 offers on the table. And I could never get there quick enough, man. I really couldn't. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but my process was off. But I've never had a lot of success with probate. But then I know some investors that do have massive success with it. And they're doing mailers to these people like every month. And they have a different story. They tell me that they find there's some kids out there that will end up with this house for like a year or two beyond after mom died. And they're still trying to figure out what to do with it. And I'm like, and he's like, and so that's who we mail to. We mail to all these people. And sometimes a year. He said normally the deals on average, mom was dead 11 months ago. That's about the average for us. 11 months. So we've been marketing to these people for 11 months. I'm like, wow, man, that seems like a crazy business too.
Yeah, that is.
I'd rather just do Craigslist and Zillow, and then buy like a quick list or something like that. You're like, this seems like way in depth. But I mean, they're happy, to each his own, you know.
Right.
I have a question, and this is pertaining to a lease option. So let's say a seller wants money down, like a security deposit down from me before signing the contract. How does that,
Talking about an earnest money?
I don't want to say earnest. Well, I guess you could say earnest money, but it's like that. You know, I'm giving them the lease. I'm presenting lease option to them, explaining the process. But then they're telling me, okay, well, before I sign this contract, I need to know that you're real, like you're serious about this. I want $1,000 security deposit from you.
Has somebody actually said that to you?
No, just thought process. Because I'm thinking.
Yeah, I've literally never had anyone say that to me.
Really?
Ever. Really?
What?
Literally never. I've never heard that before.
I know there are skeptics. I'm sorry, I'm a skeptic. I'm kind of skeptical about certain things. I am.
Yeah. What are you skeptic about? What's that mean? What are you a skeptic about?
Well, when it comes to, especially, I'm thinking, okay, so if an investor contacts me about my home, right? This is my home I've been in for 20
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
And I want to sell it. You're contacting me, telling me
yeah,
that you can do this for me. You can help me
yeah,
find a tenant buyer, et cetera, et cetera. Now,
yeah,
how do I know you're going to keep your word? Yeah, we have a contract, but you know,
yeah.
people can renege on contracts.
Okay. Well,
You get
no,
what I'm saying? I
yeah,
want to know you're real. You're real. You're going to stick to your
yeah,
word. I want $1,000 deposit from you or something. From
yeah.
you to show me that you're serious.
Yeah, yeah, Miss Homeowner, I understand where you're coming from, and I agree with you. There are a lot of scam artists out there. I'm not one of them. I can tell you that. I told you at the beginning of the conversation. You remember that I'm a real estate investor, and I'm just looking for my next property deal. And if it's not a good fit, you don't feel comfortable with me or whatever. It's okay if you tell me no. I'd rather you tell me no than for me to waste $1,000 on somebody that's not that interested. So, I mean, I appreciate where you're coming from and everything, but it sounds like this is over. Are we done here, or can we go ahead and do business like adults?
Mm, okay. I
I
like
mean, if we could keep going, but I don't know if you know, if you can give me $1,000 of the earnest money, then we can go ahead on do a deal.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to give you $1,000 earnest money. Yeah, that sounds great. If I can draw up the paperwork where I give you $1,000 earnest money on the day that we exchange keys, and would that be something that'd be comfortable for you, or probably not?
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, absolutely, no problem. I'll draw that up right here, right now, and I'll get the offer over to you immediately. Now, when you get that offer, what happens next?
Well, I'll look over it and I'll look over it, and if it works out, I'll definitely I'll email it back to you.
Okay, if it doesn't have the right language in it that makes you feel comfortable, what happens then?
Well, I'll ask you questions, and if you can't answer the question, answer it the way I would. If you can't give me the right answer to my question, then unfortunately we won't have business. We can't do
Yeah,
business.
I completely understand that. How about this? I've got an idea. Could I just go ahead and call you at about 6:30 tonight and just make sure that I, answer any questions you have, and we can, if like you said, if you feel comfortable, we can move forward. If you don't, that's okay too. Like I said before, I don't mind you telling me no. I really don't. I wish you would tell me no if that's how you feel, but I really am interested, and it sounds like you want to sell the house, and I want to buy the house, and I don't see why we can't go ahead and do business if you don't see any reason why we can't go ahead and do business. So if we're both comfortable, let's just go ahead and do this. But I'd like to talk to you again at 6 o'clock tonight. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, that seems fair.
All right,
That'll
perfect.
give
I'll
me some
talk to you
time.
then.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I see what you did there.
Nice, nice.
Okay, so you guys are hitting me with some pretty hard stuff here, but I'm just using a little system that it's really the gut system that Claude teaches.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm not letting you take control of the conversation. I'm
correct.
giving you what you want. I'll give you $1,000 when it makes sense to do that. I'll give you $1,000. You could throw anything else at me. You could say, well, uh, before that, I'm going to need to meet you or whatever if you're close.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fine. I'd love to meet you. If I can draw up the paperwork where it shows that you and I will meet before when the keys are exchanged and everything's all good and ready to go. Is that something that makes you feel more comfortable? I mean, I want to make sure you are comfortable. Does that
Right,
seem reasonable?
right,
So I'm not arguing with them. I'll give you anything you want practically. I just want to get in return what I want too.
Mm-hmm.
right.
you know. And I'm not a wussy, so I'm not afraid to go ahead and say no. That sounds great. I understand why you want that, and I'd be more than happy to do that if I could draw up the paperwork to show that that'll happen, and then I add my caveat to it. Yeah, I'll give you $500 earnest money. How about this, sir? I'll give you $50 down today, and then I'll give you the 450 at the end of my 10-day inspection period. Does that seem reasonable? See, I'm
Okay.
negotiating. He wants $500. This is a cash offer too, by the way. He's got an ugly house, and he wants $500 earnest money deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he likes me. He likes me. He wants to talk to me. He wants my offer, but the offer better include $500 cash. Yeah, no problem. I'll give you $500 cash at the end of my 10-day inspection period. Is that cool?
Yeah.
But I had that before. They hit me with why can't you pay me the $500,000 now? I'm at 500 now. Why you have to give me like half of it if you're gonna buy my house?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't make sense for me to put $500 refundable deposit down for 10 days and then find out the property's not what we needed it to be and we can't move forward just for you to hand it right back to me. I mean, why don't we just act like we're both adults here? And I'll go ahead and do the 10-day inspection period. And at the end of the 10 days, if it's good, I'll give you the 500.
Okay.
I mean, unless you think you're going to sell the house in the next 10 days to somebody else full cash in your hand.
Correct.
I mean, what do you have to lose here, sir? Now, I don't know. I'm kind of being pushy, but I'm pushing back a little bit. But
Yeah.
But you got to be. Remember, the rich answers roughly. The
Right, that's
proverb.
what it sounds like. You sound more experienced. Like you have the cash right now.
Yeah,
Like you don't care if you buy the house or not.
Yeah. Don't screw me around here, man.
Yeah.
500. Okay, I get why you're asking for 500.
Mhm.
Let's say he doesn't like what I just pitched. No, I'm not going to take 500 at the end of the 10-day inspection period. I'm not going to do it. Okay, that was his answer. And here's where I come back and I say, well, that's okay, sir. How about this? I'll give you 50 today, and then I'll give you 450 at the end of the 10-day
There you
inspection.
go.
No, that's no good. Okay, then I'll give you 100 today, and I'll give you the 400 at the end of the 10-day inspection period. That's my best offer. Is this over, or can we move forward?
Nice.
I mean,
Nice.
stop pushing me around.
Yeah.
You know, I'll work with you. I'll give you what you want, but you got to give me what I want too. Remember, this is a negotiation.
Correct.
Okay.
And the doctor's here. So the doctor will tell you, hey, this is what's up. This is what you need. Oh, you don't like those pills. You don't want to do that. Okay, well, if you don't want to do that, then you're going to need to do this.
Right.
So you just stay in charge, guys.
Correct.
And then within that 10 days, you'll have a cash buyer that would already.
Yeah, I'm either going to sell it or I'm going to bounce.
And then you wouldn't have to worry about paying them that earnest money.
I ain't gonna worry, no, unless I negotiated for $50 down today and $450 and at the end of the 10 days, then I'm up for $50. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But otherwise, if I can get him to say, and I do this to banks all the time. So like a bank always wants $500 down. Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm making an offer to a bank owned property, the bank always wants 500 or 1,000 down. That's cool. Mr. Banker, I'll give you the $1,000 down, but I'll give it to you like this. I'll give you 150 today and the 850 at the end of my inspection period. Hey, thanks for watching. But don't forget to post, introduce yourself, tag a friend, like us, leave a comment, subscribe, share this video. Just do something. Don't just sit there. There's all that money out there. You got to get going. Get in motion. This is Motion Real Estate.